Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a deep dive into how dramatically the real estate market changed between Q4 of last year and Q1 of this year. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Before we begin, let me give you a little brief overview. So obviously last year, interest rates were steadily on the rise pretty much all year, but we really didn't feel much effect in our local market until October, which basically overnight it felt like transactions just stopped. But the transactions weren't really slowing down here at all locally. It seemed like there was no stopping it until we got to that 7% mark and a little bit over on the interest rates. And it felt that way throughout the remaining quarter of 2022. But going into 2023, the narrative changed really quickly. And once again, what felt like an overnight event, we had sellers getting multiple offers again, buyers competing against 10 or 15 other offers, just really dramatic swings in market activity. So what exactly happened in Q4 of 2022? Well, a few things. Number one, interest rates were above 7%. Two, there was a lot of doom and gloom in the market with regards to a major housing recession. The Fed was raising the interest rate, so how is that going to affect our economy as a whole? And the majority of buyers and sellers were just kind of sitting on the fence to see what was going to happen. And obviously buyers were waiting to see if prices were going to come down to compensate for the increase in interest rates so they could get into a more affordable house. Available inventory was starting to kind of creep back up to where buyers weren't having to compete against so many other buyers, and there was just more to choose from in the market, right? Buyers weren't having to come in and submit multiple offers, pay above asking price, no appraisal contingencies, no inspection contingencies. All in all, it seemed like we were going to get back to more of a neutral market where neither the seller or the buyer had all the leverage in the negotiation. Now, fast forward to January of 2023. We started to pick up steam in the market as far as new properties going under contract really quickly. And that trend has continued month over month throughout the first quarter. We've actually returned to numbers pretty similar to what the market looked like at the beginning of 2022 when interest rates were 3.5%. Believe it or not, our transactions increased by 40% alone in the first quarter of this year compared to Q4 of last year, which is just substantial as far as buyer activity goes. So what caused the sudden shift? Well, a few things. One, most homeowners today have an average mortgage interest rate of 3.5%. So there's not a lot of incentive for them to put their properties on the market, right? They can't sell and get into an upgraded property and have a similar payment, right? They can basically sell their house and end up in the same house. So a lot of people, a lot of homeowners are becoming accidental landlords, right? Why do they want to get rid of that interest rate? They'll just let somebody else pay down the principal and they'll sit around and collect the appreciation that happens year over year. What is that causing? Well, a major decrease in available inventory, right? So buyers are back to having to submit multiple offers again, and the sellers have all the leverage once again. Isn't necessarily a bad thing for the sellers out there, but it definitely makes it a challenge for the buyers that are actively in the marketplace, which is really why it's super important to make sure that you partner with somebody that has some experience and knows how to negotiate aggressively and can really represent you. Another major contributing factor to how much competition is in the market is the Dream for All loan program through CalHFA, which provides a 20% down payment assistance program. This program allocated about $300 million in funds for first-time home buyers. Within 2 weeks, those funds were exhausted, really signaling just a huge pent-up demand for buyers in the marketplace looking to get into affordable housing with a payment that they're really comfortable with. This sudden influx of buyers looking to take advantage of this new loan program, coupled with already really reduced inventory, has put sellers right back in the driver's seat when it comes to negotiation, further fueling the competitive market that we're in today. So what does this mean for buyers in Kern County? Well, it means that you need to be prepared and be ready to act fast when you find the house that you want. 2, now more than ever, it's really important that you partner with an experienced agent to make sure that they're able to negotiate a competitive offer on your behalf. Because let's face it, in today's market, time is of the essence. On the other hand, if you're a seller, today may be the perfect time to take advantage of all the increased competition that's in the market today. You've got increased demand, limited supply, allowing you to probably command a higher price for your house and most likely get multiple offers. That's why it's really important to work with somebody that's going to know how to navigate this fast-paced environment that we're in and really protect and ensure that you get the most profit out of your house as you possibly can. So there you have it, folks. The tale of 2 very, very different quarters. But the big question is, will this trend continue? Or are we on the verge of seeing the market shift again like we saw at the end of 2022? Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.